Whedon's party princess is marrying a New Yorker this weekend.
This is Matt Harmon. Hiroki Kuroda goes for win number 7 tonight. Yanks and Mariners in Seattle. Mets and Marlins postponed because of the weather, and the French Open down to the final 2 on the men's side.
Hi, I'm Rob Walsh. Rebuilding Beach 116th Street on today's Bottom Line.
On Wall Street, the Dow closed up 207 points. The Nasdaq was up 45. Wednesday's time 541. Time for expanded traffic and transit on the ones as we all try to slog through Tropical Storm Andrea. Here's Matt Ward.
Well, as the storm goes from south to north, well, the traffic going that way is not going very quickly at all. Connecticut troubling one on this from the state line all the way back up towards Fairfield and Stratford, as a matter of fact. This report is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. The North Parkway is going to be pretty bad, too, as you get north of Long Ridge Road, heading up towards the Trumbull area. Long delays in Westchester on 287 from just west of 684 all the way back up towards the Tappan Zee. Traffic is also very slow in Westchester County on the Hutchinson Parkway, and the Sawmill is shut down with flooding northbound between the Taconic and Grand Street, and southbound Sawmill between Mandel Road and the Taconic. All roads to the outbound GW Bridge are all jammed up. Major delays on the West Side Highway in the FDR Drive, Harlem River Drive, Cross Bronx and Major Deegan, and lengthy delays on the BQE. Pretty much go off at the Grand Central, heading west down to the Prospect and eastbound side along that same stretch. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 40 to 45 minutes leaving town to the Holland and Lincoln. Inbound, the worst of it, the Lincoln, a 45-minute delay. Plenty of traffic trying to get to the Goethals on 1 and 9 in New Jersey with flooding in the left lane. Verrazano is packed to Staten Island. Brooklyn Bridge very slow, so is the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. And the Triborough, Prospect, and Whitestone all carrying a lot of traffic, especially coming to Queens, although the Whitestone Expressway is especially heavy up to the Whitestone Bridge. Signal problems causing delays on the Uptown 2s and 5s. We have arrival delays of 90 minutes at the airport and alternate side in effect for tomorrow.
Well, that was close.
Donuts has made hot chocolate into frozen deliciousness with their hot chocolate Coolana. It's a frozen, refreshing version of the rich hot chocolate you love. Hurry in and grab the frozen chocolate for refreshment today. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. By mail board. An next report at 5:51 on 1010 Win.
Wednesday's time 5:43.
This is an update from the 1010 Win Storm Center.
It's a good night to go home and stay in because Tropical Storm Andrea, which has already jumped up to 2.5 inches of rain on us in some spots, is promising more. For the very latest, let's go live to AccuWeather's Dave Bowers. Dave.
Yeah, this is far from over. The storm, which is still over southwestern Virginia, has a lot of ground to cover before it passes us. That'll happen in the wee hours of the morning. By daybreak, it'll be approaching Cape Cod area. So periods of rain, some of that's going to be very heavy. You know, we probably pick up another inch, maybe 2 in spots on top of an average of a couple of inches that have already fallen. We already have a host of flood warnings, and there'll be more of those. So that'll be the big story here for the rest of the evening. Lori?
Okay, Dave Bowers will be keeping an eye on things for us. Keeping an eye on Long Beach, Long Island this afternoon for us is our Carol D'Oria. She has an update now on this live report. Carol.
Lori, this is pretty scary. I just drove from Rockville Center down through Oceanside, Island Park, and into Long Beach. And as I was going, it was getting worse and worse and worse. I made it through, but now on Park Avenue in Long Beach, it's all flooded. It's a major thoroughfare that goes through all of Long Beach, and there's a big center median, a big grass median. It's underwater. I mean, there are going to be lots of cars stuck out there. I almost got stuck out there. It was really bad. I have never seen it like this. Of course, not talking about Sandy. Now, whether this is going to go into people's crawl spaces and right into their houses, I wouldn't think it's going to be that bad. But for sure, the intersections are horrendous. The streets are really bad. Do not go out in your car if you're thinking of doing that as I'm speaking. It really is bad, Lori.
Okay, and Carol, what about the lights? Are the lights on? Have we lost power in this area as well?
No, the lights seem to be on. There were lights, but you couldn't get through on Park Avenue. It was so slow. Everything is down to one lane, and people are trying to drive down the middle, the highest part of the road, and it was awful. So then I thought, well, maybe the side streets look actually better, so I thought, let me get off this main road. Well, that was a big mistake. It was worse on the side street. And my car kept wanting to stall out, and I just kept trying to push through, and I made it to my house, where it's a little bit higher. But anybody thinking of going out, it's a really bad move.
And Carol, do you see any authorities, or did you see any authorities out on the street directing traffic around the flooding?
Oh, no, because it was just coming down so fast. I think that all of a sudden it built up. It had been bad all afternoon, and I went out at about, I guess it was 4:45. And I drove up into Rockville Center, and it was bad. You could see it, but it was, all the usual puddles. But on the road back from Rockville Center, coming back down Long Beach Road, Austin Boulevard, just really bad. And then Long Beach itself.
Okay, stay safe. Our Carol Dioria with an update on some serious flooding issues cropping up now in Long Beach, Long Island because of Tropical Storm Andrea. Make sure you check back in with 1010 Wind and 1010winds.com for the very latest on the storm. Winds news time 5:46. A little bit late, but time now to get into 1010 Wind Sports. Here's Matt Harmon.
Okay, Lori, the Yankees and the Mariners will get together tonight just after 10 o'clock in Seattle, which is usually the rainy place in the country, but not tonight. It's here in the East Coast. Bombers will try to go to 11 games over 500. They start out play tonight 35-25. Hiroki Kuroda to square off against Jeremy Bonderman. Mets and Marlins have been postponed tonight. That'll be made up as part of a single elimination doubleheader on September 14th. Expect maybe Matt Harvey to go tomorrow as the two teams still have 3 games to go. Rafael Nadal and David Ferrer, the 3 and the 4 seed. Those are the 2 players advancing into the men's final of the French Open. On the ice, the Penguins and the Bruins will get together. 8 o'clock start tonight in Boston, with the Bees leading it 3-0 and trying to close out the series. 4 to 15 and 45 around the clock. Matt Harmon, 1010 Wind Sports.
Wind news time 5:47.
And I'm Gianna Palmentary. Honey, when we moved here to Westchester, I didn't realize I would be in the car so much. Carpool, shopping. I really need to depend on my car.
That's why I bought our cars at Mercedes-Benz of White Plains, Dave, where they are the best in customer service.
And I know that if you're out of town, I can always count on them to give me a loaner car and get me back on the road. You know what they say, honey. Happy wife, happy life.
I know about that. Mercedes-Benz of White Plains, where you can expect everything.
It's here. What's here?
Sony 4K Ultra HD TV.
What are you talking about?
The highest resolution picture Sony has ever produced on a TV. I mean, this thing has over 8 million individual pixels.
Sounds big.
Well, yeah, it is. 4 times the detail than Full HD. Everything looks better. This weekend, Best Buy is hosting an exclusive event with Sony to see the Sony 4K Ultra HD TVs. And Sony experts will be there on site to show you just how amazing this picture is. You will get goosebumps.
Visit Magnolia inside the Columbus Circle Best Buy this weekend. Wind news time 5:48. A half dozen people have been hurt after a car jumped the curb in Midtown. It happened at 46th and 5th just before 5 this afternoon. Fire authorities say 6 people were injured, including a 1-year-old who was critically hurt. It is still unclear what caused the car to jump the curb and if anyone has been cited. Big change for graduation day at Peekskill High School because of what Westchester authorities say was a credible threat.
The alleged threat posted on Facebook in March targeted most of the Peekskill High student body and 2 students in particular. And a 17-year-old student was arrested and expelled, although there have been no further threats since March. We have decided the graduation ceremony should be moved in what is an overabundance of caution. Police Chief Eric Johansson says graduation ceremonies are being moved from the wide-open spaces of the high school parade grounds indoors to the Paramount Theater.
It's a safer location than at the high school, and we will be wanting all people coming into the building.
School Superintendent Jim Willis says 200 are graduating June 23rd.
All right.
And they're expecting to fill all 1,000 seats.
I didn't think we'd ever get here.
10 Winds in Peekskill.
Wind news time